Hey guys, this is Growfolds. Good evening, and we are going to be visiting two different Walmart locations in North Dallas-Fort Worth area. This Walmart is actually off of Preston Road in Frisco, Texas. So I'm actually in the search of a Philodendron tortums. People are saying that there's some Philodendron tortums and some other Alocasia like Alocasia Milo and Alocasia Ninja. So we're gonna see if there are actually these plants at this location and maybe the second one that I'm going to be visiting after this one. I just got off of work and the video is about to, there's another video that's about to premiere in about 30 minutes. So I'm trying to hurry up so I can actually get on the live chat with you guys. Thanks to everybody who has tuned in on the live premieres at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. every day. The live chats on the premiere, I really encourage everybody to put their input in. I love to chat with you guys, interact with you guys, and see what's going on with the plant community. I really want to grow our plant foldy community for sure. So we're about to walk in here, and it looks like there is a restock. This Walmart actually has a lot of their lawn and patio stuff already out. And as you can see, the first plant we're going to take a look at is an Epipremnum aureum golden pothos. These are the hanging baskets that we are seeing for $10.97. Not a bad hanging basket right here. This is by Garden Expert, which is basically grown by Costa Farms, but branded by Walmart. So those are really nice golden pothos right there. We have a Sansevieria in a self-watering planter. It's called Plants with Benefits. This is also grown by Costa Farms, but branded by Walmart. Those are $14.97. Here we have a ZZ plant, and we have some other ferns right over here. Now guys, I already filmed this video, so please make sure you guys stay tuned to the second part for the other Walmart location, because you will be shocked at the plants that I find. You will not want to miss it. But right now we're gonna go look at this one right here. This is $9.97. This is another Dieffenbachia plant right here. We see this often by Expert Gardener or Expert Garden. Let's see what else we have. Unfortunately, they just have this little fixture here, so there's not a lot of like house plants just yet. We're gonna actually see if there are more plants to see. We have another Dracaena right here. This is a Dracaena Janet Craig compacta. So that's really cool. This one actually grows pretty tall, but this one is for $9.97. Really like that. What else do we have going on here? So these are just fairly common plants that we're seeing. We have a sago palm right over there, and this is actually interesting. I am about to discover this cool petite aglaonema right here. I'm almost tempted to get it. It feels overwatered though to the touch of the self-watering pot, but this is an aglaonema I've been looking for. I'm sure I'll be able to find more of this aglaonema. I'm not exactly sure what the aglaonema plant ID is for this one, but this one's for $14.97. It is also by Costa Farms in a self-watering planter. I really like this one. I do want to add this to my collection because, as you guys know, I love aglaonema. It's one of those plants that I am it's just highly sought after in my opinion. And here, this is really interesting. So this palette actually shows what the plants that they've gotten right over here. So we will see what plants they have so far. So this is the list of plants that they got. It doesn't seem like they got as many plants based on that list, but we are looking at calatheas. We are looking at a Philodendron Birkins right over here. We've got an aglaonema Silver Bay, very classic plant for $14.97. I will say that the Walmarts in the DFW market are getting restocked at a very fast rate. And oh my gosh, this is the first time I've actually seen this for the season, a Trending Tropicals lemon meringue pothos or Epipremnum aureum lemon meringue. So this is by Costa Farms Trending Tropicals. I saw the global green yesterday, but this one has more of the yellow variegation. So it's like green on yellow variegation. Absolutely beautiful. I am so tempted to get this one, but I'm going to still try to hold off and see if I can get a better looking pothos. This lemon meringue is one I definitely want to add to my collection. I have a few cuttings that I'm actually propagating, but they've been sitting in water for about a month and haven't really pushed out any roots, so I'm not sure if this pothos is just one of those pothos that are difficult to propagate. I wouldn't think so, because pothos are just easy to grow. Look at how beautiful this is, and look at the yellow. The camera can't really capture how yellow these leaves are, but they're absolutely stunning. I'm gonna assume that just like the global green pothos, the lemon meringue, the more light you get, the more pronounced and the sectoral variegation is gonna be. So that's one of the trending tropicals I haven't seen so far. This is another trending tropical we've seen quite a bit. This is the Monstera cobra, or that's what Costa Farms is calling it, but that is actually a Monstera stedliana. Very nice looking Monstera right here. This one has more green variegation, more green rather than the variegation, but nonetheless, it looks like a healthy plant. And oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sad. This is the Philodendron tortum that I was looking for. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. What a waste of a beautiful Philodendron. I cannot believe that. And this one is also for 1997. I'm super shocked. So I don't know if there's any more Philodendron tortums here. Let me look. I'm kind of gonna just look here. My camera's going crazy, sorry about that. But we do have a Monstera adansonii. This one has big leaves as well. I already told myself that this season I will be collecting all of the trending tropicals in this really cool new modern pot that they have. It's a self-watering wick pot. Love it. The Philodendron golden crocodile that I got, and then the Alocasia silver dragon are doing really well right now for me. And then this is another Monstera cobra. So as you can see, there are no Philodendron tortums. That tortum was actually all the way in the back. Not sure if somebody else had already purchased that tortum, or if it's just one tortum for this palette. I'm hoping to visit this location again. It's not that far from where I live, so we'll see. And then we have some larger common houseplants like that Dracaena right over there. We have some Spathiphyllum, and we just have some more of those hanging baskets, golden pothos. I love the big Spathiphyllum as well, but you know, for large plants like that, I don't think I can really have that much space. I'd rather save it for something else like a bigger Monstera. But this is all the plants they really have, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and exit this Walmart location. I am gonna stop by the outdoor section and show you guys a couple of succulents and cacti. I haven't been bitten by the cacti and succulents yet, but I feel like if I start, I might end up not quitting. So I'd rather just not purchase any of these succulents. They're really gorgeous. We have some aloe vera plant right over here. These succulents are by the plant name Element, so you can see that there is a bunch right here. And I will say Walmart has really stepped up its game in terms of the variety of plants they have. I think Walmart has definitely the edge in terms of, plants being more cost effective versus Home Depot or Lowe's. Like, look at this variegated succulent right here. I always see this one, but it's so beautiful. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked what you see so far, but please make sure you stay tuned on this video because we're about to go to the second Walmart. So this Walmart is right off of 121 and Preston. This one actually is right next to a Home Depot, so we're going to go ahead and walk in to see if they've gotten restocked. So it looks like they've gotten some roses right over here. This is an end cap. All the roses are for $9.97. I grew a bunch of roses back in the day, but the problem is they ended up getting disease. Like, roses are actually kind of difficult to grow, even in direct, hot sun. But they've got their planters right here. I will have another video comparing Target and Walmart planters, and we are gonna see that they are also restocked. So there's about 20 feet of plant across. So we have some orchids right over here for $15.97. You gotta love the orchids. And above it, there is a Monstera deliciosa, those large form ones right over there. And for $24.84, wait, hold on. I see some white variegation. What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Is it some kind of like philodendron? Look at that white. Hold on. Okay, let me move this bromeliad real quick. Sorry guys, there's just not enough space. And it looks like this Walmart just literally took out their plants. And okay. So this is by Growers Bench. I'm not sure if this is with Costa Farms, but look at this. This is, oh my goodness. This is a Philodendron White Knight. Look at that. Look at that white leaf. Please tell me what you would do if you saw a philodendron white knight like this. Look at that. The only thing is, I'm concerned that if I took this plant, it's just going to slowly die, because at this point, all of the leaves are just growing up as like pure white. And obviously, the plant needs to be able to get some chlorophyll to photosynthesize, and there's none. But look at that. That is like as white as it can be. I've never seen pure white leaves that are lush like that. You can see the last one right over there that was fully white was browning. For $24.90, it was a $24.84. That's not bad, but they have other philodendron white knights. Now this is a hidden gem. But look at that. Look at the stems, you guys. Look at the stems. This one is huge. You see how big these leaves are? So you can see there is a different type of variegation, but this one is by Grower's Bench. Fancy philodendron white knight. I don't think this is by Costa Farm, so this might be another type of nursery. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but look at how huge the leaves are here. And I just love philodendron white knight just because the stems they have these like white margins and linings. So we're gonna go ahead and move that aside. I'm just gonna keep pulling out all of these philodendron white knight. So that's like plant discovery number one, and this is not trending tropicals. I'm kind of glad that I held off from buying a philodendron white knight from yesterday's haul. I know Costa Farms had one for trending tropicals, but these ones are way larger and they look so cool. They're a little bit more pricey, but I don't mind paying the price considering, look at that variegation and the leaves. They're very highly developed for that. And can you believe, guys, that we are sitting here at a Walmart looking at philodendron white knight for $24.97. Okay, this one looks like it's going to be a winner. Do you see this? Do you see that this plant has unfurled a new leaf? And that leaf right over here, look at that pink. It's like a philodendron pink princess slash white knight. Even the stems have pink right here. Guys, what do you think? Should I get this philodendron white knight versus the bigger leaf one? I think this is awesome, and there's a couple of plants in here, so we're going to put that to the side. I'm going to try to hide that because I don't need other people, in the store looking at this. I don't think anybody's even realized that there are a bunch of beautiful philodendron white knights. Like, look at this one. Look at that variegation right over here. What do you guys think? This one's about to push out a new leaf, and look at that. Look at that variegation. I would totally buy all of these if they weren't so expensive, but look at that variegation right here. And this is a reason why I'm going to get myself in trouble doing these daily, twice a week videos of plant shopping content and just plant content, because I end up finding, gems like this. And oh my gosh, right over there, you can already see there is some philodendron, I think Ring of Fire, but we're going to focus on these philodendron white knights. So I will say, for my viewers that are outside of Texas or outside of the Dallas area, Dallas Walmarts are popping. If you are in the DFW area, let's go ahead and see what kind of plants we find, because today I am reporting that we find some amazing philodendron white knight. Can you believe this? Like, look at that. That is freaking amazing. The white leaf on that, I've never seen that before. Have you guys ever seen something that variegated? I know it's not really healthy for the plant. I'm almost tempted to just purchase it just to say I have one that's like pretty much reverting all albo, but I already know the plant's going to end up dying unless we cut that white part out. But it's just so beautiful. And then here is another one. This one isn't nearly as variegated, so she's going to have to come back onto the shelf. I mean, it's not a bad looking plant, but we can go ahead and pull this one out and take a look at this as well. This one is also nice and healthy and bushy, and it's also pushing out a new leaf. So this new Grower's Bench, I don't know if it's a nursery, but I don't think this is Costa Farms plants right here. If it is Costa Farms and they're just branding it as like Grower's Bench, that's interesting. But I will say that is fantabulous. And then now we're going to take a look at these philodendron Ring of Fire. So a little backstory about philodendron Ring of Fire. I already had a philodendron Ring of Fire that I bought at HEB, which is a local Texas grocery store. And it ended up getting thrifts and it ended up dying. So like I definitely am gonna possibly get a Philodendron Ring of Fire now. I mean, if you were in my position and you just discovered all of these really cool, rare, or at least uncommon Philodendron, you would go ahead and pull out that card and be like, let's go ahead and do this. And say that you're not going to buy any more plants, which for me is a very difficult thing to do. But with the support of you guys giving me, you know, your viewership, some people have given me super stickers and given me some fan funding. That helps fund my plant obsession. And yes, it is an obsession, a plant addiction. I think everybody has that. But when you're around these types of plants, what would you do? Like, this one is definitely going to be going home with me, but I'm debating whether I should get 2 Philodendron White Knights. And the only reason being is I actually really like the large leaf one as well. I feel like there's some potential for that. Maybe I can grow it up a little bit more, cut it up and propagate a bunch more and like have a really nice specimen plant. I'm currently doing that with my pretty much reverted Philodendron Pink Princess. I have about 15 to 20 cuttings that I plan to put in one large pot with a a moss spoil so it can grow up and just be really bushy. But that one I'm going to put on the ground. I don't have a shopping cart with me as I wasn't really planning on like buying plants, but you already know when you have plant discoveries like this, there's no way you're not gonna, go. Like, I want to take all of these Philodendron Ring of Fires. Look at how beautiful the variegation is here. Like, this is not a sleeper at all. Like, you would totally pick this up. I think if you are watching my YouTube video right now, how many of you, if you're in the chat or even in the comments, would pick up this Philodendron Ring of Fire? It's larger than any of the other Philodendron Ring of Fires I've seen in grocery stores or big box stores. Like, this is the best I've ever seen, and one of them's gonna come home with me tonight. So like, that's already given. We're gonna take a look at that a little bit closer later. Like, this one is really cool too. This one is really cool as well. I just want to see if I can get one with a little bit higher variegated leaf. Like, this one is probably the most variegated. It's a little flimsy. So say if I take this Philodendron Ring of Fire, look at that leaf, guys. Like, you can't say that, going to 2 Walmarts, this wasn't worth it, because this was definitely a discovery. And I cannot wait for my next day off, which is next Tuesday, to see if I can like go further and see what other Walmarts have like plants, because who knows, I could run into something else like a Monstera aurea, the way things are looking at the DFW market. And again, for all of my viewers who have really just tuned in to my videos for the last, week or two, this just makes me happy to be able to finally just produce plant content that I can talk about. I know that I end up rambling about plants and my thoughts, but for those who actually sit here and listen and watch my videos, it really means a lot to me. So just let's keep this little community going. And yeah. What am I looking at? This is for 1984, and we have a ton of highly variegated Philodendron Pink Princess. And then this is an Alocasia Milo. Look at how beautiful that leaf is. It's almost like a full circle. Like, I need this. I definitely need this Alocasia. So, the last couple of videos, I've been like, I don't want to add any more Alocasia to my collection. I'm scared about, mealybugs and spider mites. But when you see beautiful Alocasia like this, I think that's an Alocasia Ninja. You can't sleep on it. You just can't sleep on it. And like, look at this. This probably has so many Philodendron Pink Princess. Like, I'm gonna assume these Philodendron Pink Princess must come from like tissue culture, because look at that variegation, highly variegated. And these are not Costa Farm plants. If they are, I apologize to Costa Farm, but this is called Growers Bench. So this is really cool. So guys, let me know if you've seen some Growers Bench plants. This one is a Alocasia Ninja. Like, this one's going home with me too. I love it, love it, love it. I know that I need to upgrade eventually to like variegated Alocasia, but I love the velvety leaves of this one. That's not black velvet. That's literally Alocasia Ninja. And then this one is Alocasia Pink Princess. So a subscriber did say that they found an Alocasia Pink Princess at a Walmart. So I'm assuming that it must be the Growers Bench plant. Really pretty. I already ended up buying an Alocasia Pink Princess It does not look nearly as good as this, and I bought it from an online nursery store. It ended up having some damage, so I don't know if I should just chop off all of the leaves and let it grow back. But look at how beautiful this is. This one doesn't even look damaged at all. And so while I'm looking at all of these like beautiful plants, I tend to wonder as the season progresses what that plant care is going to look like at this Walmart, and if people are just going to end up buying it. And I'm passing by a bunch of these smaller exotic angels that I've featured before in the channel, so I'm not going to take my time to pull them out and tell you about them, because I'm sure that you've seen those on like multiple videos. I will eventually again, but right now I'm just really excited to feature some of these other plants that I haven't seen. Grower's Bench is on point, and then we're also going to be looking at trending tropical. So this one is an Epipremnum aureum global green pothos. So this is a Japanese pothos that made it into the market. It was super rare and expensive about 3.5-4 years ago. And then we have a classic Scindapsus trubii moonlight. I definitely am going to get one of those this season, not just because of the plant, but also the planter. Costa Farms, you did awesome doing the self-watering planters. Please continue to do those like minimalistic, modern, mid-century looks. I love that. That is a that is a Monstera Peru. Peru is what I need to get. And look at this beautiful Alocasia Silver Dragon. So I will say the Alocasia Silver Dragon still beats all of the Alocasia I've seen so far. Maybe the Milo comes a little bit close, but yeah, the Silver Dragon is amazing. I'm glad I found that. And then we have another Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma right over here by Costa Farms. This is another trending tropicals. All the trending tropicals are 1984. And you know what's interesting, as I'm featuring these videos, like this one right here is another Adansonia, Monstera Adansonia. I've seen several people walk by these plants and they don't even realize that these plants are fabulous, and some are super rare. That's actually a good looking calathea right there, a mini Ficus lyrata. And then we have another ZZ plant. Here is another beautiful Begonia maculata. I'm actually on the fence about getting a Begonia maculata just because they get very leggy. So, you know, that's probably one of the least sought after for me for trending tropicals this season. And then we have obviously a bunch of beautiful orchids in bloom right here. I am gonna try to get me a shopping cart in a minute, so let me just see what other things we have here. So like we have a bunch of those orchids, $15.97 for these orchids at the Walmart. I just can't believe that all of these orchids and like this Monstera deliciosa, unless I wasn't paying attention and saw that like white leaf over there, I wouldn't have known that there were like beautiful ones. I'm gonna actually take this Philodendron White Knight with me as I go back to the front of the store to get a cart, just because who knows, like I could disappear and then somebody be like, "Ooh, look at that variegated plant," and then boom, it's gone. I've seen it happen to me before where I leave a plant to get a cart and then I come back and it's gone. It was actually a sport variegated Monstera, just a regular Monstera deliciosa at a Callaway's. I put it down and then the next thing you know, it's not there anymore. So yes, I'm definitely gonna hold on to that Philodendron White Knight, but I did want to pan over here and show you guys like those Philodendron Pink Princess. That's amazing. They got an Aglonema right over there, Aglonema Frosted Ghost, so that's cool. You'd be surprised. Can you believe that this little small section here, even though it's a small section, has some like fabulous plants? I'm debating whether I should get that large Philodendron White Knight, the large leaf ones too. But I definitely think that I did the right choice to pick this Philodendron White Knight. From what you've seen so far, guys, would you say that this is the best looking one? Because this one actually has a pink leaf, you know, some pink in it. But we're gonna go ahead and park here, and like nobody is paying attention to me filming all of these plants. Sometimes I feel kind of awkward, you know, carrying my gimbal around, but you know, for the love of plants, for the love of the viewership you guys have given me, I will do that and put myself in situations where it might be awkward. But look at this. This one I actually was thinking about purchasing, but I just feel like, we're just gonna put it in the basket, but I just feel like you know, that white variegation, it's really not healthy for it. You want more of like a balanced, you know, variegated plant. So like that larger leaf one that's pushing out a new leaf, that one's something that I could work with. I feel like we can push more variegation out of it. And if anything, if it doesn't get too variegated, this Philodendron White Knight, what's very appealing about it is just the stems. Those white margins on the stems are really cool. I do want to know the difference between a Philodendron White Wizard and a Philodendron White Knight, and in a Philodendron White Princess. So anybody in the comments or the chats, please let me know what the differences are for them. And then what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to focus on getting all of these Philodendron Ring of Fire, and I'm going to see which one I would want to take home and purchase today. I think it's gonna look really cool right next to my Philodendron Golden Crocodile, because they're basically the same plant, except this one is variegated. The Philodendron Crocodile is not. Somebody said that basically these two versions of Crocodile and also the Ring of Fire are just variegated versions of the Philodendron Jungle Boogie. So I might even look for the Jungle Boogie, because if the Jungle Boogie Philodendron is the OG, then we need that too. But yeah, this is the first one. I swear they always come in threes where I have to like pick which plant I should take. They're all so beautiful, but remember, we have to, you know, think about all of the space at home. And then here's another one right here. I'm kind of leaning toward that middle one, the one that I just brought down, because look at how variegated that one particular leaf is. And then the rest of the plant is pretty much speckled and variegated. Would you agree that these plants' variegations are just like on point? I would even say that there's some rare nurseries that would be probably trying to sell these for like more than $80 to $90, and we're looking at Walmart. Walmart, guys, can you believe big box stores have upgraded? Walmart is coming through with plants this season. I would say the most exciting plants I've seen so far in the first week and a half, 2 weeks of 2024 have to come from Walmart. Look at this. Look at this right over here. Like, what do you do with this? Do you just buy all of these and flip them? Is that even a thing now? Could we like literally buy all of these Philodendron Ring of Fires and flip them and see if you can make a bit of a profit? Even if I bought it for like 24 bucks and sold it for like 50, do you think somebody would purchase this type of plant? Because look at that. That's awesome. And she's going to be going home with me as well. And I do have the big large leaf Philodendron White Knight in my my basket, just because why not? But let's go ahead and put these down right over here. And even though I have two Philodendron Princess, both of them have come from HEB, and there was an original one that is pretty much reverted. I am gonna have a tough time picking which one I want to take here, because I definitely want to get some highly variegated pink princess. I love like the dark maroon look. It's very bloody looking. But this one right here, so this is the one I've been eyeing, and even though the leaves are not as large, there's so many clumped, and I kind of like that look of just having it be very compact versus something like, let's take a look at this right over here. I'm trying to get these out without damaging, so you know, I'm trying to be careful. These are beautiful plants, and I don't want to like bust this, you know, break a stem or like rip a leaf. But this one right here, for instance, is like a larger one that is still highly variegated and compact. I could work with this one. So like, I think, and I have a pretty sharp eye for like what plant I would like to get. I could just look at it and like, look at this one right here. So this one is pretty much just a one, there's only one plant, but the leaves are a little bit more mature. I'm not really down for this one, even though I feel like the next leaf that's unfurling is going to be highly variegated. And then we have smaller clumps right here. So this one is by Growers Bench. If anybody, you know, like my friends in the DFW area, what do you guys think? Would you guys come to this Walmart? So I'm gonna pick between this one or this one. The only reason why I would pick the one on the right is because there's way more plants, and there are high potential of variegation. So the thing about Philodendron Pink Princess is they say that even if you flood it with a bunch of light, the variegation isn't really impacted. It's more so the variegation is already in the genetics of the plant. So if the plant has good genetics and good, base variegation, then it will always push out good variegation. I don't know, this is not a bad looking Philodendron Pink Princess, and so is this one. I don't know, I wish I could take both of them, but then I'm just gonna like bust my wallet, and I'm not trying to do all of that. I've been very good about budgeting what my plants are. There are a couple of plants that I am eventually gonna end up like selling. So, stay tuned for that. And hopefully you guys will continue to support me by just giving me some more viewership, and those super stickers that you guys have been sending me. Really appreciate that as well. It just helps me get some funding to be able to like get good camera footage and just plants to feature. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'm going to end up getting that other one versus the smaller compact one. And then obviously this is the Alocasia Milo that I'm going to get. It's so cute. And what I like about the planter is this planter is very minimalistic. I don't really like a lot of like color or texture. I like my planters to be more solid and basically plain because I want it to be more so an accent for the plant, not the actual focal point. So those are the other plants I'm going to end up getting. And then I did notice there was another Alocasia over here. I know is this the Ninja? That's the Ninja. But there was another Alocasia that says like Alocasia Fancy or Fancy Alocasia. So they didn't really like give that Alocasia a proper ID. I think that's the one right over here. So I'm not 100% sure what this Alocasia is. I'm having a hard time like pulling it out. Look at that. Like I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. But yeah. And then we have some cool cactus right over here. And let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull these out. I really think they're so like packed in. I wish that they would have had more tables. But this one right here is another Alocasia Ninja. Pretty cool looking Ninja, I would say the least. And then we have the Alocasia Pink Princess. And then let's see, this is the Alocasia Ninja right over here. So I'm definitely going to take that. So I will be adding 2 more Alocasia. And I'm trying to get this one. This one is the one that was like Alocasia Fancy. Does anybody know the plant ID for this one? Look at those leaves, are so velvety. So velvety. And then the thing about Alocasia is you can get more Alocasia because they produce corms, and I've had some friends do that. I actually have a friend, Anthony, who was like messaging me today and told me that he was going to get me an Alocasia variegated Friedex, so that's really cool. Really excited about that. I'm going to end up getting him some more plants as well. I'll probably get him like one of my Monstera albo propagations. I have about 12 of them going on right now. So yeah. This is my life at the moment, giving you guys some big box plant shopping tour videos daily. I like that 7 o'clock premieres work a little bit better for me because then I get off work and I've been able to eat dinner and I'm able to interact with you guys. That's the one thing I do enjoy about making YouTube videos, is being able to meet different people. For all of the folks out in Canada, shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. And then just for everybody that's tuned in, like I said again, it's just really awesome to start growing a plant community. I will be creating an Instagram account for Growfuls. That way we can all connect that way. And we did talk about doing like the Hydra Helix challenge, or quote the English Ivy challenge. So for those that are new to the channel, I'm always gaslighting English Ivy just because I love the plant so much, but the plant is so finicky. I don't know what to do with it. I've killed about 15. So I'm planning on doing a video where for a month I will be growing a Hydra Helix and documenting its daily progress. But we're gonna go ahead and pan out again on the Costa Farms plants right over here. Can somebody please give me the, ooh, my camera's acting a little funny. Can somebody please give me the plant ID for that purple Calathea? It's really gorgeous. And look at these orchids right over here. I love the lavender purples, the sweet pinks we have. This is a yucca plant right over here. I'm just gonna pan around here. I think I've been circling around this like a madman just because I am, look at this, look at my cart. I have so many cool plants. Like if you went to one of those nursery stores, you'd be spending like $100 for this. Like this is just sitting in my cart. I already know better than to pick up that philodendron. Although if I had the funds, I would pick it just as a novelty to see if I can continue to grow that white. Let me know what you guys think. Plant foldies, do you think I should take the philodendron white knight with the, you know, 3 pure white leaves? It's just pushing white. And then obviously we're looking at these hanging baskets. This one is a Hedra Helix Spear Point Ivy. We have a black rabbitfoot fern, and we have those rainbow moss that I've been seeing at pretty much every Walmart location that has like Costa Farms hanging baskets. This is a really cute cactus too. It looks fake, and this is by Growers Bench again. So somebody in the comments let me know, is Growers Bench the same as Costa Farms, or is this like a new nursery that is going to be shipping out a bunch of plants to big box stores? Because if it is, Costa Farms is going to have some competition. Because look at this, like look at this pink princess. Like I kind of wish I could take both, but I kind of like the other one that there's a little bit more growth on that. What I like about Philodendron Pink Princess is that they are easy growers. They grow pretty fast. So there's not going to be a problem with just growing that up a little bit more. And I'm looking at that this Alocasia Pink Princess right over here. And you can tell that these plants are super healthy just because you have like leaves unfurling, there's new growth points. So for those that like to buy, you know, plants in big box stores, here are my tips for picking up a plant at a big box store. Assume that the plant has some sort of pest. It's not because of the nursery they come from. It's just that the stresses that the plants get make them more susceptible to pests while they're in transit to get to the big box store. So make sure you check the leaves, the under leaves, the soil, the bottom of the pot to make sure there isn't any pests. Also look for signs of new growth. Look at, you know, leaves. Are they vibrant? Are they unfurling? Are they yellowing? What's going on with the leaves? And then just overall, like what plants are next to the plant, because say your plant looks totally healthy, but there's another plant that has like mealybugs. So you already assume that those things have like kind of infested the plant. So once you pick up your plant, you want to make sure you take it home. I like to spray insecticidal soap, organic insecticidal soap. And then I like to put systemic granules on the top of the soil. I like to water it with Super Thrive water and then let it dry. And then I go ahead and put the neem oil. But as you can see, these are my selections of plants. I had to put the other philodendron white nut with the white leaves down. But guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I always appreciate you guys tuning in for my big box store tours. I'll see you on the next one.